Hello, everybody. This is Kelly, and happy belated Halloween. I'm actually doing this voiceover on Halloween evening. Gosh, it's just everything is so last minute. So anyways, this month we have Grace as our color of the month, and it's going to be 10% off through the end of November. So use code GRACE10 at checkout. So here I'm just cleansing her nails after I've prepped them. So we're getting them ready for application. So let's apply that layer of commit. Okay, so on a side note, while we're applying commit, I just want you guys to look at how long and beautiful her nails are. Before Luminary, she wasn't really able to grow her nails out. And now they are amazing. All right, so now we're gonna move on to our color of the month, which is Grace, and it's so pretty. You guys, it's amazing. You're gonna love it. And look at that color fill cap, you guys. If you haven't checked them out, they're on our website. You can search for color fill cap, and those are sold separately, and you fill them with your own gel. So check it out. Her nails are just so gorgeous, and I'm so excited to bring you guys a different type of nail in this video that we haven't done yet. So I'm going to take that first very thin layer and just apply it all over the nail. And I'm going to take my detail brush and just make sure I get close enough to the cuticle and the sidewalls without touching it. And then we'll move on to that second finger. And in this video, I just wanted it to be a little bit shorter, so I'm only gonna show you guys these 2 fingers being done, and then we're gonna move on to some fun stuff. All right, so let's detail that out a little bit. And then we're gonna put it in the light for 30 seconds. Look at that color. It's such a beautiful rosy pink, perfect for fall color. All right, so I'm gonna push back the cuticles again. And then I'm gonna take the brush out of my bottle and just put a really thin layer down, which is this is sort of the melting method. So that product, when I grab it out of the jar, it can just melt right into that layer. But first, I'm gonna grab my detail brush again and just make sure I get that wet layer close to the cuticle and the sidewalls, because that's kind of my map where this gel is gonna flow to. So we'll grab that big dollop of gel and just start moving it down the nail. And you can pick some more up like I did, and just, you know, you can keep adding to it. And stay away from the sidewalls, not super close. You're gonna use a detail brush for that. So grab a little bit out of the jar onto my brush, and I'm just gonna bring it down the sides. And now we're gonna flip her hand upside down just to perfect that arch or apex. All right, turn her back right side up. And now we're gonna go in the light for 60 seconds. We'll do that one more time on the middle finger. All right, so really thin layer. As close as you can with this layer to the cuticle and the sidewalls. With the detail brush, just go ahead and fix it up a little bit. And this is amazing for long nails. I don't do long nails very often, but this is gonna give her so much strength that she can actually grow her real nails out instead of having extensions on. So next time we're probably gonna have to shorten these a little bit because they are getting quite long because the product has such great strength to it. Okay, so I grabbed a little bit out of my jar with my detail brush, and I'm just adding a little bit more to that center area before turning her back right side up. All right, in the light for 60 seconds. So as you can see, I went ahead and I did all of her nails. So we're just gonna cleanse them with alcohol, get that sticky inhibition layer off. And now I'm gonna file. So I know a lot of people like to file before they put the gel on, but my preference is to do finish filing after I have the gel on. All right, so she's all filed and cleansed, and now we're gonna take our base Clarity, and we're gonna put a little bit on like a palette, and I'm using a piece of tin foil just because it was right next to me. So I'm gonna grab my detail brush, and we're gonna be adhering some charms. So I'm going to put a little bit of Clarity where I think that that charm is going to go. And we'll just go ahead and grab that with some tweezers, and I'll probably drop it here or something. There we go, I dropped it. Okay, so just go ahead and put that on your little drop of Clarity and move it into place. I'm using the back side of our cuticle pusher just to move that exactly where I want it. And then I'll turn her the other way so I can exactly see from her point of view how it's gonna look, if it's gonna be straight or not. All right, and she's in the light for a few seconds just to get it adhered a little bit, and then we're gonna move on to another little piece to attach to this one. All right, so this is like a little V shape that looked super cute with this. These are like little rose gold charms, and I have no idea where they came from. She actually found them in my drawer and said, let's do these. I'm like, okay, that's cute. Okay, so when we finish with that finger, we put her in the light for 30 seconds. So now we are gonna move on to the ring finger. And I'm gonna draw like a little circle here because that's kind of the shape of the charm we're gonna be attaching. So I'm gonna grab the charm, and it was a little too big for that gel, so I need to make it a tiny bit bigger. All right, so we'll put that down. And just move it wherever you want it. All right, so in the center of that circle, I put like a little rose gold dot circle, if you will. Now I'll turn our hand around and just make sure that I have those lined up. All right, into the light for 30 seconds. So now I'm gonna take my wipe and some alcohol and just cleanse the sticky off of Clarity that we used, because we already cleansed the sticky off Grace. So now take your matte top coat, which if you have not tried, you have got to. Our matte is amazing. So put a little bit of that on your palette or your piece of foil and use your detail brush just to go around those charms. Don't cover them up, just go around them. All right, once you get to the point that you can actually use your polish brush, go ahead and grab it out of your bottle. All right, we're gonna do that on all 5 fingers, the matte top coat. And here is your finished result. I hope you guys love Grace, and if you haven't tried it, use this month to do it with 10% off. Grace10, all in caps at checkout. Thanks so much for watching. See you next month. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, share it with your nail tech friends, subscribe to us, follow us on Instagram, and like us on Facebook.